Hello, hello, hello. This is Full Armor MMA, and today we're going to talk about whether Max Holloway should take the Conor McGregor fight or the Alexander Volkanovski fight. All right, let's get into it. Well, the Bless Express is back on track, right? Once again, Max Holloway coming off that amazing 5-round match against Yair Rodriguez that will definitely be a contender for fight of the year and may even possibly get a spot in the Hall of Fame was amazing. 5 rounds of action, 5 rounds of top-notch striking, boxing from Max Holloway, some unorthodox kickboxing thing from Yair Rodriguez. Maybe he should come up with his own martial art. Who knows? But the question is, and the question that's looming around the MMA world right now, when it comes to Max Holloway specifically, is what should he do next? People are saying he should fight Conor McGregor. People are saying he should finally finish up the trilogy with Alexander Volkanovski. Volkanovski is in the media talking a whole bunch of shit, saying that Max Holloway's chin is not going to last very much longer. He's saying that he's pretty much calling him out, telling him to stop being a pussy and such, you know? And I can tell you right now, the reason he's doing this is because he knows Max Holloway is contemplating the Conor McGregor fight. Max Holloway has fought Conor McGregor once before, so this will be a Holloway-Conor McGregor 2 if it does go down, right? So let's go over three reasons for each individual. 3 reasons why Max Holloway should fight Alexander Volkanovski. 3 reasons why Max Holloway should fight Conor McGregor. All right. So first off, we're going to start with Conor McGregor. Reason 1, Max Holloway should fight Conor McGregor. He lost to Conor back in 2013, back when he wasn't the Holloway that we know him as, back before he was the quote-unquote best featherweight in the world. And that by itself is enough reason to fight anybody. The average person on the street will fight somebody because of that. If you beat me in the fight once, it still kind of burns. Let's fight again, right? And on top of that, McGregor won via unanimous decision, which kind of tells you that he probably put the beats on Max Holloway in some sort of way, which I know any fighter, like I said, is going to burn. So there's reason number 1. Reason number 2, though this is like an aspect that's quickly waning, quickly going away, being McGregor in the fight is like, it's a stripe by itself to have on your record. It's almost like having a belt because of how big of a name he is, just not even just within MMA, but just within the world of sports. You understand what I'm saying? That's a whole accolade you could put on your fight resume right there. And number 3, I'm pretty sure most of you know what number 3 is. Number 3 is the fact that this is the biggest money fight that any fighter could get. Very few people in MMA bring the money value, bring the eyes, bring the hype to it like McGregor. He's the only one that could do it, as a matter of fact. There's a certainty there that there's going to be huge amounts of money. Taking away the other 2 arguments that I just gave you, this is strong enough by itself for Max Holloway to take that fight. Plus, with a career like Max has had, the money that he has already made, on top of a potential fight with McGregor, he could just sail off into the sunset before it's too late, before he becomes that fighter, like, no disrespect, like how BJ Penn became, or like how I see Frankie Edgar going in a couple of fights. That one old fighter that gets knocked out constantly. That one fighter that is fighting way past their prime and is ruining their legacy. You understand? Okay, so those are the 3 reasons for McGregor. Volkanovski coming up. So now the 3 reasons why Max Holloway should fight Alexander Volkanovski. Reason number one: despite Volkanovski talking in the media, trying to be the heel in the storyline and making it seem like overall that the last fight between him and Max Holloway was his best performance ever, which could be argued it was, there is a general consensus that Holloway was robbed in Holloway versus Volkanovski 2. This is Holloway's chance to correct not only that wrong, but the loss before that against Volkanovski. Both his losses against Volkanovski. In my opinion, Volkanovski 1, he did lose rightfully. But 2, I think he was robbed. All right, number 2. Even though trash talk is a part of the game, if Holloway turns away from this fight and takes the McGregor fight, it will make him look like, let's say, a money chaser. If you understand what I mean. And you know what? I'm going to explain it to you. It will make him look like his heart is not in the sport anymore. It will look like he's just chasing the bag. Granted, this is prize fighting, and in prize fighting, what do you get for fighting a prize? More than likely, money, right? But in MMA, the UFC specifically, there's this whole pride, honor, warrior thing going on. The warrior spirit, you hear it in, I believe, the Modelo commercials all the time. The warrior spirit is emphasized in the sport heavily. If Holloway doesn't take this fight, it will make him look like maybe his warrior spirit is dwindling. Number 3, and this is the most important reason, arguably. If Holloway wins after technically losing to Volkanovski twice, it will without a doubt solidify the fact that he is the best featherweight in the world. The best featherweight in UFC, the best featherweight in MMA, what have you. Holloway is considered by a lot of people to be the best featherweight ever, but even when you say he is the best featherweight ever, there is still that general argument that comes up between him and Jose Aldo. If he beats Volkanovski and gets the featherweight belt again, it is without a doubt, no argument, he is the best featherweight to ever touch the octagon, to ever enter a ring, to fight in the streets, whatever. Think about it. Two-time featherweight champion, beat Jose Aldo twice. Probably the best boxer in the UFC right now. And everybody loves a good redemption story. Am I right or am I wrong? In all reality, I think Max Holloway is probably going to pick the Volkanovski fight. Because at the end of the day, he probably has more than enough money to the point where he doesn't have to worry about fighting Conor McGregor to gain some more. He probably doesn't have to worry about anything in terms of his finances and being financially set for the rest of his life. But at the end of the day, if Holloway and McGregor somehow come to some sort of verbal agreement that they're going to fight, and they go to it with the UFC upper brass, Dana White, Sean Shelby, and all of them, I see no reason why they would have a problem with setting that up, because that's gonna, at the end of the day, the UFC is a business, and money talks. Money talks always. Well, that's it. Full Armor out.